Okay, we are starting on our chapter 3, which is place value. All right, so when we use place value, who knows what we're talking about? Connor?
Place value means like, place the numbers somewhere.
Where is that somewhere?
Somewhere is, where the tens are.
Okay.
Tens and ones.
Tens and ones. So that's really what we're going to be working with, and then we're going to go up to hundreds. But for right now in this lesson, great job, Connor. We are working on tens and ones. All right, so if you look at that first picture for your example, you see a bunch of yellow crayons. And instead of counting them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and on and on and on, we group them to make it easier to count. So there's enough crayons to group in groups of 10 because it's easy for us to count in tens. Who can count by tens? Let me hear you.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,
Okay.
80, 90, 100.
Good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, so so that was very easy to count that way. So that's why we group them in tens. So they have 2 groups of 10, and 2 groups of 10 equal how much? 20 plus your remaining ones that did not fit in a group of 10. How many were left over? 4. So that would be 24. So that's the same thing as using our base 10. So this is a base 10, right? Everybody knows what this is? So you have these, your base 10s, and then you have your ones, which I have right here. So, and then these would be your ones, and then we also have hundreds that we're not using right now. Okay, so when we show 24, we're going to take how many tens? 2 tens, and how many ones? 4. So this is showing 24. The same thing that the grouping the yellow cans showed, the yellow crayons. This is a way to show 24. This is a way to show 24. So that's 3 ways right there how to show 24. Yes, Diego.
And also, they're all together. If you put 110 and you put so if there's 10 and 10 and you put those 4, so like 2 on one and then a 2 on another, that's gonna be 12 and 12 plus 12 is 24.
That is right, but we don't do it like that because we only group them in tens. Because when we do our place value, Diego, so this is our place value. We have tens and we have ones. So that 12 has to be split apart. It has to be 1 10 and 2 ones. But yes, you could have put them together, but not for place value. Okay? All right, so let's look at number 1. Circle the groups of 10. How many groups of 10 are we going to get? So go ahead and look and go ahead and circle those. Raise your hand when you've got an answer. Did you do it yet, Eli? You can go ahead and write how many tens you have while you're waiting for the others. Did everyone circle their groups of 10? Is there anyone who's still not? Okay, so we all have those done. Okay, Brad, how many groups of 10 did you come up with?
3.
Okay, thumbs up if you agree with that. Okay, so there's 3 groups of 10. Did you draw circles around those groups?
Yeah.
Okay, how many ones were left over? Ella,
2.
thumbs up if you agree with 2. What did you get, Tommy?
2.
Oh, Tommy. So how many tennis balls were there in all? Charlotte? 32. So to show it with our base 10s, how many 10s would we need? Charlotte? 3. How many ones would we need?
2.
Okay, 32. Which would be in our column, would be a 3 and a 2. 3 10s, 2 1s to give us 32. So far so good? Yes, Connor?
What about the numbers that are above?
Well, that's just I'm just making a column. So 1 10 and 2 1s was 12. That's what we were talking about with Diego when he wanted to group the 12. Okay, let's look at the next side. Complete the table. Oh, wow. So our number is 85. So how many base 10s did they have? What were they showing modeling there, Stephen? 8 what? 8 10s and how many ones? 5. So for your 10s and 1s, you're going to put in 8 10s and 5 1s. Now before, I've seen someone put in 80 10s because they counted 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. They were counting the 10 base 10s by 10s, which if you're just looking for the number, yes, but if you're counting how many 10s there are, then you would go 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s. All right, so be very careful about that you're only putting in 8 10s and 5 1s. So for number 3, what would that be, Diego?
7 10 and 0 1.
7 10s and 0 1s. Is there anyone that is not understanding this? Jelen, what don't you understand? Count how many base 10s that you have. Right here. Count how many these are right here. Okay, so 7 and 7 10s are how many? 70. So you counted 7 10s and how many ones did you count? 0. So that's why you put the 0 there because there weren't any ones. Okay? All right, let's look at the word problem. Celia reads 34 pages in a book. Draw a picture of 10s and 1s to show how many pages Celia reads. So, you are going to draw how many of these?
3.
3. And how many of these? 4. So that's what your drawing should look like. This is on those spiral reviews that you guys were having a hard time with. Okay, number 5. Jude buys 5 boxes of pencils. Each box has 10 pencils. So, we should cube this. 5 boxes, and each box has 10 pencils. So, how many would that be? Connor?
50.
50. Why is that 50? Connor, go ahead.
Because you can count by tens again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
There's five
There's
boxes
Five
and 10 in each box.
10 each box.
Then
That means
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good
Then
job,
you
Connor.
You count, basically, you count how many the tens are, and then you can see, like, that's how much times you can count by 10.
Very
to
good.
get to your number.
Very good. Okay, but we're not done yet. Because then it says he also has 8 pencils in his desk. How many pencils does Jude have in all? Mary?
58.
58. So because we're going to add the 8, which is in the ones column, right? Ones place value, which would give us 58. Good job. Yes, Dylan? Do you understand how to get that? Okay, so this is a pencil box. Jude buys 5 of these. So I'm going to put these up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 10, right, in a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's 5 boxes. So how many is this all together? Count. 10. Okay, so that's how we came up with the 50. And then he has 8 pencils in his desk, so just 8 by themselves. So you would add the 8 to your 50. Add the 8 to your 50, which will give you 58. Okay? Yes or no? No. Okay. Hang in there, Dylan. I'll work with you in a little bit. Okay. The last one. Any other ones have a problem with this? Are we good with that problem?
Yes.
Okay. Number 6. Isabel, Juju, doing all right? Okay. Number 6. A music teacher sets up 96 chairs for a concert. Okay, so we have 96 chairs. He puts 10 chairs in each row. How many complete rows can he make? So 96, and he puts 10 chairs in each row. How many complete rows can he make? What do you think, Eli? He's putting 10, he has 96 total. He's putting 9 rows, 10 chairs in a row. 10 chairs in a row. So how many rows is he going to have? You need help? Well, think about it. Look, which one's our tens column? The 9 or the 6?
9.
Okay, so this is our tens column, right? So each one of those is worth 10, right? What is this if you said the number by itself?
There'll be 9.
Is this a 9? What column is it in though?
The 10.
So what number is that?
9.
90, good job. All right, so we know there's 90 here, right? Okay, so we also know there's 9 tens, right? Right, he puts 10 chairs in each row. How many can we get out of this 90 if he puts 10 in each row? Look here, because we're gonna show our 90, okay?
Oh, it'll be 90 10.
Would it be 90 tens? Would it be 90 tens? It would? Alright, should we count 90 tens and see how many we get?
Yeah, 90 10. Count 90 10. Let's see what we get.
Connor, you didn't ask for that, did we? That's not very nice. Okay, so Eli, do you know what 10 tens are? How much are 10 tens?
Each tens
Let's count them, right? 10. What's that one?
10, 4, 5,
Not 5. We're counting by 10s.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Okay, so 10 tens equaled 100. And you said 90 tens. Does that sound right? That would be 900, right? Okay, but we only have a total of 96 chairs. So how many tens could go in that row? How many rows could he make? Here are your 9 tens, right? So each of these are a 10. So these are 10 chairs in one row, right? Okay, so how many of these do we have?
The top row
Count them all.
is 90
How many?
10.
90 10? You counted 90 tens? Let's count together. 1 10,
30,
what? 1 10,
2, 10,
so how many complete rows can he make? Okay, these are 10 chairs, right? Here's 10 chairs. That's one row, right? 10 chairs make one row. There's your another row. Row, row. Might want some over here to have an aisle in between.
There's 60.
We'll put one like this so the people in the back can see. So, how many rows are that? How many rows did we just make?
We made
Look, how many did I put up? I put 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
so how many rows?
9.
9 rows. Okay, so there's 9 rows, but there's 10 in each row. 10 chairs in each row, but there's 9 altogether. Okay? And that's how we do multiplication. Because we have 9 rows times 10 chairs in each row. And if we counted all those up, we would get 90. So that's your first multiplication right there.
I already know multiplication. Same.
Good job. Okay, listen. Oh my,
7 times 7 is 49.
boys and girls, thank you. Okay, so how many complete rows can he make? We just showed that he can make how many complete rows? 9 complete rows. And then how many chairs are left over?
6.
6. Very good. Okay, so you're going to do the more practice and homework on your own, and then we're going to check together. Hannah or Alejandro, if you need any help, please let me